What's going on, everybody? I am John, aka Iron Business, and with us we have
Renee at Mr. Pert 6.
Brandon. Right now at Raven 11 on Instagram.
You just cannot remember that shit, can you?
You're too drunk to fucking say that shit.
What's up, guys? It's your best champion, aka Poppin' Locker, on PSN, CFN. Hit me up on Street Fighter, Twitter at 13th Power.
I didn't know you had a CFN.
Well, yeah. What do you mean? I play Street Fighter. Of course, I got a CFN. Yeah, same thing.
True. Anyways, guys, welcome to Discount Gamer, episode 9. And today, amongst the other fuckery that we always talk about, we're talking about Rayman Legends. Wait, no, Adventures. Rayman Adventures.
Rayman Adventures.
Okay.
By Ubisoft.
He said Legends. That was a.
Was that Ubisoft?
That was a
It
Wii
is
game,
Ubisoft.
wasn't it?
Rayman
so.
Legends is also an app.
Yeah,
Is
I think
it?
that's a paid one though, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, and we can talk about the differences between, some of the paid routes in the game and the free-to-play routes in the game as far as this one goes. It's I think they're kind of different. No, absolutely.
So did you get a chance to play it?
No, yeah, I played it. I played it a little bit. It feels very, from the free-to-play perspective, the jumping, you tap on one side of the screen to jump, and then you change directions by swiping. Whereas on the console you had full control over it.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit different as far as like the controls go, and I think they did that with Presence to Mind to for everyone to pick it up as like a play to go. Like, oh, I'm gonna play it right now just for a little bit, so you don't have to really put.
And
that
you
much
can.
Exactly, you don't have to put that much attention into it to
Yeah.
really get the full effect.
Have
And
you played Rayman before?
on the consoles, yeah,
Yeah?
long time ago. Though. Yeah, this was a
Back in the day.
Because I don't remember ever playing Rayman back then.
yeah,
I've heard of it, but
Shit, I used to play it on Super Nintendo.
yeah, this is old. This is like like Tomba 2 type stuff. Like you have to.
Fuck yes, my man.
Yeah, you have
Fuck
to.
yes.
This is like some platform before Mario was like taking over.
Yeah.
The world?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
was like
I was reading on the history about it, and I think they said the first one came out in 1995.
1995.
Yeah.
Jesus
Jesus
Christ.
That's when the series began.
And then do you remember on the Wii when they started the the Rabbids?
Oh, yeah, those
They
little
were-
rabbit
That's what I
Nintendos.
grew up with.
The
That's what
Yeah.
you grew up with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
You had a
You guys
Nintendo.
you guys know how old he is, huh?
Get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
it was a
You remember the
Nintendo.
rabbits?
Yeah, bro, those things were ugly, man.
Tiny little retarded rabbits?
Those things were
Oh,
ugly. I
they
never
were
understood them.
Those things were the Minions before the Minions.
Yeah.
Because now Minions are
Was he
fucking
slow?
everywhere.
Well, now
Names of one.
there's a crossover, Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
I
Yeah,
saw
that's
that
what they
shit.
kept doing. They kept doing little crossovers.
I
I
saw
don't think
that
that's the only
anything with those little
crossover that the
bunnies.
Rabbits
Yeah.
did.
I played Rabbids on the Wii. That game was fucking awesome.
Yeah, no, never played anything with
But no, I never
I've
played the
seen that, though.
crossover. Apparently, it was like some sort of like platform fighting game or some goofy shit like that or something. I don't know.
No, but I
They had their
never
own
got to play
show
that.
too on Nickelodeon.
A rabbit
Really?
show?
Yeah.
Damn, that got big.
Yeah, but then again, like I said, I never saw anything about Rayman. Yeah,
Never saw anything about Raymond.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wonder what happened to them as far as. It's true, they kind of just died off,
Yeah.
sales wise, I guess.
Yeah, but now, like in this game, there's all kinds of characters I've never even seen.
Well, but this game came out, what, in 2014? 15?
I have no idea.
Let's take
Right, 15, I think, yeah, 2015, November. So, that's kind of long after, like, their last good console game.
Yeah. Surprisingly, like it's still active. The servers are still active. I mean, and for being as old as it is, I mean, it looks really good. It plays super smooth. I enjoy it. I
liked it. It was a fun game.
I enjoyed it a lot.
I
For,
like the
for it
little
being free,
creatures.
yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, for the Android, I don't know about you guys. I don't know what you guys are using, but for Android, I felt like the buttons were a little slow.
The layout.
Yeah, the controls.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what though? But that's more
I think that's more hardware.
Oh yeah,
That's what I'm saying. I don't know on the
Here's-
Android.
here-
I don't know about you guys.
Here's the thing, yeah. So thing with iPhone and Android, right? So big disclaimer, guys, with these cell phone games, right? Unless you have an iPhone, like they're really not gonna run like
Perfection.
everything.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the only reason being is that like Android is on so many more devices than iOS, obviously.
Yeah, but
So-
iOS is also like optimized.
Exactly,
for
it's
fucking
streamlined.
everything.
It's
Yeah.
streamlined, right? So if you have an iPhone right now, it's on the latest iPhone, the latest iOS, or it's running like some homebrew.
Yeah.
Right. But even if it's running some homebrew, it's running the latest homebrew because you're not running some old homebrew. You're just
Yeah.
not doing it.
Well,
right?
even still, like the processors that they put in the iPhones are optimized for.
What kind of
whatever
phone
the
do you
fuck
have?
call it.
I have a Galaxy SA Plus.
SA Plus.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
So
Phone.
that's what I'm saying.
Well,
like, I
okay.
was-
Here's the thing, right? So Samsung's they're really known for getting cluttered.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they ship with a lot of bloatware,
Yeah.
which fucks up the RAM. So even
Yeah.
though they're like, oh, you get 6 RAM, they're like, but guess what? You only get 3
That
out
you
the
can
box,
use, yeah.
right? So it's right. But they have the Exynos. Don't sue me, Samsung. The Exynos processor, right? So that's Samsung's best processor out right now. That's
Yeah.
the processor that's in is the S9. Right, S9's
Yeah.
just been optimized because they've been like, hey, you know, if we put a better screen on it, you know, it can run a little cooler and so on and so forth. So that he has like some of like the highest
Yeah.
Android technology and is not running well, right? So that, and you know what's fucked up about that? That the only way I could get this to run well on mine is to make sure everything in the back was like clear.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
I never tried that. I
I-
always try to keep my stuff.
Are you one of those that has like 50 screens open for no
Oh, yeah,
reason?
I guess I am.
Jesus Christ!
Shit.
A little fucking cat.
I have the iPhone, so mine ran fine.
So mine ran fine. I mean, mine ran fine, you know, as far as everything goes. But I definitely was like, okay, I know what I needed to do to make sure it was right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
and especially for a game like this, when you're swiping and you want to go another way, but it's just a little slow.
Yeah.
It's just kind of
The
like
response
a little annoying.
time.
And in some of those levels,
But it
that
also
makes a
is an old
difference.
Yeah.
game. Okay, it is also an old game. So
True.
the game hasn't been updated since 2015, 2016.
Oh, really?
Excuse
So it's
me.
the same?
So it's been.
So it has not been updated since 2016. Okay, so
Oh, okay.
with that being said, right, any newer device is it might
Yeah.
have a hard time throttling to run
That's
at the
true.
specs that it needs
That's
to.
true.
You know, for
Down
it to,
throttle in order to-
exactly. You
yeah.
know, it might have some issues
That's
with that,
true.
which
That's
might be
true.
why it ran perfectly fine. You know, on mine when I cleared everything, and even on his, it was
Yeah.
having a little
Because then your system actually had the capacity. to-
Exactly.
Yeah.
2016 to 2018.
Yeah.
We're gonna have that issue. Yeah. So, disclaimer, guys. Sorry, lot of phone talk here. Sorry, guys.
Lot of tech.
A lot of tech.
It was an editor's choice game, though.
Yeah.
I can see why. I can totally see why.
I mean, a lot of that's paid too, though.
You think so?
Surprisingly, like on mine, the only time I got a pay ad is like whenever I clicked on something wrong.
Oh no, I'm talking about the editor's choice.
Yeah,
Oh.
I mean, other than that, like obviously you get those.
Like when you first open the game.
Yeah,
Beginner's bundle.
and it's like you get it half off right now if you pay it in the next 2 days.
Yeah, and it's like I'm not paying for this ever. So
Right. I know we're about free gaming, you know, but I don't recommend spending any money on the game until you know you're actually going to play it.
yeah,
Because I don't believe in supporting developers half-assedly.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're
See,
gonna play a little, but then you know you're playing it for 6 months and you're like, hey, I really want to get past this level.
Yeah.
You know, that dollar is really gonna enhance your experience as far
See,
as
and
you know,
for
playing
me,
the game.
like I really enjoyed playing it, but I can't see myself playing this even a month from now. Really, like it's
Yeah, no.
it's fun right now, but eventually, just like every other game I download, for the most part, other than Clash Royale, because you're a fucking asshole,
Clash Royale.
I'm still playing the shit out
Yeah,
of that.
man, it's fun.
Most games, I just they get boring for me. They really do.
Going back to the prices, I know most games cost like $1, you know, to get an upgrade or something. I did notice that this one was like $13, $14
Really?
for a bundle. Yeah, I mean it is a bundle, but still, that's still a lot of money for
Yeah.
for a game.
especially for an older game.
I think what they're just trying to cash in on the nostalgia factor of Rayman,
which is all this guy here.
but
I like it. I liked it.
So,
Yeah,
so you
but-
spent what?
I wouldn't spend it. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't.
Okay, but get this right. You know, Sonic. I talked about this last time. so Sega just came out with Sonic Mania Plus. And I gave them $40 for it, man, and it was worth the $40, man.
I mean, I would. I would if the game was worth it and it will bring back great memories from my childhood. I'll
My
give
man,
$40.
my
Yeah,
man. Okay.
and I bought games like that.
I played it on my 45 inch, and there's a setting to make it look like a CRTV. Oh man, it looked like one of those old big screens, you know, with the projection. Yeah, with the lights.
You run your nails across the screen. It might have been a sound.
It sounded like the graphics that used to get on the back of your backpacks, the ones you can.
Yeah.
That's what it used to sound like the TV.
I remember those TVs.
Yeah, I don't think I do.
Oh my god!
Oh, show
I'm
your
sorry.
age.
I've actually got a friend that wanted to give me one of those, one of the big projector TVs.
I might look.
I saw one outside in front of someone's house the other day. I was
Yeah.
just like, that's a really big TV. And I was like, yeah, no one's going to pick that up anymore.
Man, I would.
See,
You would? And put it where?
Man, I
It's the
would.
size of a couch.
Here's what I would do, man. Here's what no one's understanding, right?
Mounted
I'd
to the wall?
exactly, but you know what I would do? You know the part where the screen goes, right? You just make that thin, right? And you put the rest, and then you could probably rebuild the back to make it smaller, absolutely. And then it would just turn into some new age projection screen.
I don't know, because
that's
some of
in your
those
wall.
tubes were fucking huge.
Just sitting there. Yeah, you're not big. Give me a 60-inch.
Yeah, that's how big. Yeah, that's about
60 inch.
I mean, people weren't too ridiculous in the
Yeah.
back then.
Back then, now we got 128s. Hey, this on the wall. It's a painting.
Yep. The only thing I hated about those is like if you weren't sitting directly in front of it,
Oh.
you
It kind of looked weird.
you got that shit glare to one side.
Did it change color on you guys? I don't know. I'm thinking of the same.
Like
thing.
the
Yeah.
as you would move to the side, the colors would change. It would get darker.
And then if they
Yeah.
left it in, if they put it in the wrong place and there was too much sunlight, you would start
Oh,
getting
forget
this
about
like yellow blue
Yeah.
like separation.
And
in
if we paused the screen, the image would burn into the fucking.
oh, image burn! That's when it
image
started.
burns.
That's
Yeah.
when it
That's
started.
the burns of the image burned.
And then the plasmas had it really
The
bad.
plasmas were
Oh,
the worst.
Those were the worst.
You
my
couldn't
dude.
leave your screen paused. And then what sucks is when you're a gamer, you leave your PlayStation paused for days.
Yep.
Yes.
You forget to turn off your TV, you're fucked.
Oh,
You're
my
gonna
God.
see Mario's face there for fucking ever.
Ever, yep.
Okay.
Just frozen, like staring at you. Like, you paused, bitch.
It's me.
You left me paused here, you motherfucker.
Watch The Grudge and it's just Mario instead of the
Oh,
Grudge.
Mario's face.
It's legitimately scary. No, you know that's crazy. Okay, so I was at like part of my day job. I was helping fix this lady's computer today, and her computer had a CD drive, and it made me feel kind of like shocked because I was working on the computer and it was like files ready to be burned to CD, and I was like, "Whoa, what? Oh, they still do that? Like."
There's still CD burners?
Like, I'm looking at it, I'm like, where is it? She's like, oh, the computer's from 2007. And I'm like, man, that's not even that long ago.
No.
But
They're still
it's 11 years, really?
Yeah, no, for sure.
That's where my laptop is from.
I mean,
That's,
my laptop's newer than that, and it has a CD burner that I've never thought I would ever
Well,
use. I just never have still to this day.
well, it's like in my storage, I've got an external CD burner, and it's a DVD burner and all that stuff.
External CD
And every time I look at it, it's like,
Pirate!
it's like, why the? I'm never gonna touch that ever again.
Ever again.
Oh,
I would love a Blu-ray burner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but those are kept under lock and key.
And they're expensive.
You know this? Okay.
they exist? I didn't even know they
Oh,
existed.
yeah.
No, but here's
Oh, yeah.
no,
I
of
mean,
course they
it makes
exist, bro.
sense.
How do you think they make them? Come on, of course they exist, right? We just don't have them, and you want to know why? Because the person who made Blu-ray did it correctly.
Yeah, they
First,
patented them.
Blu-ray was like, boom, we're out, and then you guys remember HD DVD?
Yeah.
Microsoft was like, boom, we got one too, and Blu-ray was like, oh, well, guess what? You can only use ours if the disc is blue because the readers only read the specific color. And HD DVD was like, you're telling me we can't figure out any other way to make ours unreadable? And they were like, we can't. And they were like, well,
except when Vanilla Street Fighter 4 came out. If you bought the special edition, there was an anime that came with it. They would only read on the fucking Xbox 360. And there was a movie. You couldn't put it in a DVD player.
Seriously?
Oh yeah. You couldn't put it anywhere other than an Xbox 360. That's the
And
only
that's
way
when
to watch
they
it.
console it sold.
And why?
It was, on
How did they
PlayStation
do
or something
that?
like that?
How was that?
I don't know, but I fucking hated it.
That's cool. That's cool. Well, Sony does have that patent for Blu-ray though.
But the cool thing is, Sony had Blu-ray technology when DVDs were still out.
Yeah.
When DVDs hit like their peak, they already had Blu-ray
You
tech.
see, that's what nobody understands as to why Sony doesn't want to do this whole like cross-platform thing. They're like, we own the mass base of the gamers. Why should we share it? Right? They're like, every time an Xbox sells, we make a little money because there's a Blu-ray drive in that
Yeah,
motherfucker.
that's what I was about to say. Like
So,
Xbox Ones have Blu-ray. In it.
so
Yeah.
they're like, they're making this is a
They
little
need
bit of
it.
money.
They need the Blu-ray drive.
They need it
Yeah.
to keep up.
Yeah.
So that's why you know what? And here's the thing: Xbox, they have stepped. Microsoft has absolutely stepped up their stuff. They
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
Oh,
stepped
hell
up.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know, I love the controller. I mean, I like everything about it.
We went off on the controller last episode.
Huh?
We went off on the
Yeah.
controllers
Yeah?
last
Yeah,
episode.
because they had never seen an original
the
Xbox
original
controller.
Xbox controller.
Because I was
the-
talking about how fucking
huge
massive
one.
it was.
and you-
Look like a pair of
Yeah,
good ones.
yeah.
You're like, oh my god. Hefty. Man, no, you couldn't. Man, poor Xbox. I mean,
It's badass now. I still
Yeah,
wouldn't
no,
get
they're-
one.
Now it is.
I wouldn't get one.
Okay,
I
okay,
would.
Oh, you would.
Yeah,
Okay,
I would.
here's
Why
the
though?
I played the Xbox when I was growing up. I played the
also
original
for
one.
nostalgia reasons only. That's like saying that's the reason why you would go to Walmart and get one of those little mini.
No, I
Segas.
mean I don't have any
Cute,
real
though.
reason.
They're
yeah, I
dope,
guess.
right? I would so get one.
Yeah, but
You know what it is though? The retro consoles, all it is a Raspberry Pi thrown into a shell. That's it.
Yeah, but it's a licensed shell.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
missing the point. It's licensed. It was built by Sega. They built the shell to make it look like the
True,
Sega 3 that
true.
I bought. In
when I
like,
was,
oh
Yeah.
man, with my own money. Woo. Man, you know expensive.
if they can
Segas-
bring back the cartridge,
Right? And you wait for it.
wait,
Click.
push it down slowly, pray to God.
Right?
So since we're talking about nostalgia, what do you guys think about the ROM situation online with Nintendo tripping about everyone downloading Pokemon Blue on their phones
Oh,
for free?
yeah, and then you can turn your phone over and suddenly you can play it like on the old.
yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah, actually,
Yeah, I don't know.
You haven't seen that? You can download like vintage Pokemon games, buy
Yeah.
a fucking like adapter for your phone,
Oh,
like
okay,
a case,
okay.
and
Well,
suddenly
okay.
you can play that shit.
Okay, see on iPhone, right? I can do that without the case,
Yeah.
and that's what Nintendo was mad about.
See, I don't know if I can do that without the case on this.
You
I don't-
can, but you'd have
Yeah.
to go and hack your phone, all that stuff.
Yeah, okay.
So,
okay.
so the thing is that the emulators, right? The thing that run the game files,
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
download them on Android devices,
Yeah, because
hack Apple
Apple.
devices,
And they're
computers.
pissed about that.
They're pissed because, okay, think about if it's something you made 10 years ago, right? Something you made 10 years ago, and
Something
then-
that was epic.
Something that was epic 10 years ago, right? And then now a 15-year-old who's never heard of you is playing your thing on their phone and they're like, this is the coolest thing ever.
And you're gonna
not
make money off
You're
that.
not making a penny off of it.
But see, it's not just Nintendo. Nintendo's on board. Sony's on board. Like
Yeah,
developers-
Nintendo's the main one.
Yeah.
They were the main one. They
Yeah.
were the one trying to
Yeah,
stop
but-
everyone.
But now, like developers across the board are on this train.
They sent papers to this big emulator site. I think it
MU
was
Paradise.
MU Paradise, right? MROM Nation might be next. And they were
Oh,
like,
yeah.
this is a cease and desist for you to take off every single ROM you
I
guys
was gonna
have.
sue him, right?
And they're
Oh,
trying to
more
sue
than
them.
that. It's a cease and
It's,
desist.
yeah,
We're-
it's a class
we're-
action. They're
Because
really,
everybody has it now. And
Yeah,
they're like,
they're-
"We've
they're-
lost so much money.
They're
already."
talking about like
Billions.
like seizing servers, taking property, taking vehicles. Like
But here's the thing. Here's what I don't understand. Okay, here's what I don't understand. Okay, I feel like this is like the gun argument, kind of, right? Things are just really different now.
yeah,
Forefathers had no idea we were gonna have machine guns. They had no idea. So we have no idea what they really meant. Yeah, they might have meant that, but they had no idea what was gonna happen. 200 some odd years later.
yeah.
Right.
Okay, same thing with gamers.
Same thing with the gamers. They had no idea.
What the game industry was
What
going
we're
to
capable
become.
of.
Yeah, Nintendo used to make playing cards, my nigga.
Oh, yeah, that's how they
used to
started.
make playing cards.
Well, I mean, they had to start somewhere.
But that's what I'm saying. Before,
Yeah.
think about it.
Well,
Nintendo.
that's how the
Top
Broken
three.
Mario came up because they, like you said, they used to make like solitaire, regular just playing
Yeah.
cards. And
That'd be cool to own a deck of Nintendo playing cards.
dude, they're expensive.
Yeah.
They're like millions.
Imagine.
Now, yeah.
But you know, they did that. They got word that video games were getting big, so they hired some guy, just
Some nerd.
yeah,
Some vintage
to
nerd.
to basically invent the Nintendo, and they built it. And then when that started taking off, they were like, okay, we have to have something for it. And so they came out with Donkey Kong. Well, the warehouse that they were storing all this stuff in here in the U.S., the property owner was named Mario.
Yeah, it has this likeliness and
Yeah.
everything.
So Mario, as we know him, looks like the property owner from 1980,
Oh, wow.
83?
That's legit. That's,
Yeah.
that's legit. Yeah.
And same with Luigi. Luigi was this guy's brother.
Yeah.
Or no,
What is it, son or
business
cousin
partner.
or something like that,
Business
yeah.
partner. And they were like, well, Mario needs a partner, so hence Luigi. And the guy's name is actually Luigi. Like, it's crazy just to see like where all that stuff came from. But yeah, after I read about that, I actually jumped on MU Paradise, and because last time I was on there was years ago, and you could find anything. I mean, MAME arcade emulators, console editors, or ROMs, handheld,
Mugen.
phone, everything that was a gaming console, you could find a ROM for it. And slowly but surely, they're removing everything. Every game that they've ever had on there is being removed, and this is in a matter of like 3
And it's
days.
because
Wasn't the
it's all
Famicom? Oh,
hacked
I would
games.
love to get a Famicom.
Oh, dude, the Super Famicom. What was cool was how the Famicom cartridges were like kind of curved. Have you ever seen that?
I haven't seen them. They were curved.
Yeah, not a whole lot, but they were curved just a little bit.
Oh shit, that looks cool.
The Super Famicom was really cool. There's a gaming store in San Antonio called Game Over, and you can buy Famicom games. You can buy the consoles. Like you can still buy TV connections and controllers and
Yeah,
stuff.
there's a place here you can buy Famicom stuff at. Oh man, he's gonna kill me.
That looks old,
Yeah.
man.
Man, and you have no idea, man. You have no idea. Like,
Because didn't theirs come out before ours?
what, the Famicom?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
the Super
Famicom.
Famicom.
That's cool. It holds the controllers on the side.
Yeah.
Switch style.
They've been doing it. That's what I'm saying. All they're doing is rinsing and reusing everything. Okay?
And see, because no one knows that this
no
existed.
one. No one.
I did it.
I did.
I didn't know until now.
did.
I did it, and I'm like, oh look, it looks like the
You know-
Switch, and people listening are probably like, you're an idiot because I was first.
Like you have no
Look at this,
idea.
look at
Like
this big ass motherfucking cartridge.
Yep.
that was the adapter. That thing
Yeah.
had like that. The Famicom had like the first like adapter input that they invented. They were like, oh okay, this game is actually going to require a little bit more RAM.
Yeah.
Just like 6 megabits more. Put it on the bottom.
That's really cool, man.
Sega did
That's
it
really,
with the
really
Mega
cool.
Drive, man.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Man, you
That big ass fucking bass.
the bass, and you had this, and then you had this.
You
thing,
could
and
do a
did
lot
this,
with
this.
that.
Oh yeah, because it was this massive bass. Like you had to clear space for this son of a bitch.
Like, you've seen the Sega Genesis before, right?
Yeah, that's just huge.
The original.
It was double that.
Okay, have you seen a Master Drive system?
No.
That's different, right? Okay, because a Genesis was when Sega went through the I think one of the persons got sick and they switched over, and the guy who at the time was like, oh, we'll just make it compact, they'll make it a little better.
Yeah.
So they made it a little smaller. But before that, it was like this big circular round thing, kind of like a Sega Saturn.
Mm-hmm.
Like before the Saturn, it was this big round thing, and the disc went here, and it had an adapter on the bottom that you put on this thing, and then next to it, it had like the disc. And that
Yeah.
was like the first. It was like this big disc thing that you had. There was like before the Sega Saturn.
the
and
Sega
this-
CDX.
Yeah, the CD, and you put that motherfucker in. You put that thing in and it worked with the game. Oh, bro!
Yeah.
People get in your house like, what the fuck is
Yeah,
this thing?
but what's cool is
Is it gonna-
the only way for it to work
Catch
is
fire.
Yes!
yeah. But
that's
the only way
that's
for it
Master
to
Drive.
work,
That is pretty cool.
yeah, the only way for it to work, yeah, that one right there.
Sorry guys, this is a podcast. This is really bad for the podcast. No one else can see what we're
Yeah,
doing.
yeah. So basically, they just pulled up images of like the Master Drive and the CDX. But yeah, like when it, like you actually had to like slide it and then lock it down, and that click that came. I mean,
it felt good.
Yeah, it was like locking a mech into place.
Because there were some games that you had that needed that 32,
Yeah.
that 32 turbo enabler. Otherwise, it wouldn't work. You know, and then some games had both, right? Like Sega Spinball. Sega Spinball, you could play it without it and it looked fine, but if you played it with it, you got some of the smoothest animation from the time. Like people, I had cousins at my house like, oh, I'm kind of mad. Like, what is this? And I'm
I
like,
get myself one.
it looked good, man.
Yeah.
It was good. I mean,
Vintage gaming.
And what kind of games did you guys play with that one?
man, I just played I played Sega. I played
Sega Spinball. There was
Sega. I mean, played Sonic.
Yeah, there was
Judge Dredd. I played Judge Dredd on that motherfucker.
never played that one.
Oh, it was pretty bloody. It was like MK type.
Really?
Yeah, like you shoot them, you kind of see the blood popping out. Like, oh,
Damn.
yeah, it was rated. It was rated. Yeah, Judge
Yep.
Dredd.
There was a
What was
boxing
that?
game that I used to play. Like the games were completely right. You never really knew what they were going to release.
Oh man,
But-
no idea. I played MK2 on that mug. That's
Yeah.
when I really got my first taste of me not knowing what the hell I was doing. Yeah, I
See,
hit
and-
by slide from Sub-Zero, walking back. Instantly, you're like this. You're like, oh, I'm crouch blocking.
And that's
No reaction. That motherfucker was good.
Yep, because I had a cousin, like he played MK2 religiously.
It was a good
And
game.
yeah, well, we'll see. Like the first time I ever played it was my dad got me a Super Nintendo with MK2, and I was like, cool. Like I played it, didn't really get into the mechanics, and every time my cousin came over, he would just kick the dog shit out of me every time, and I couldn't figure it out. Impressive.
Oh,
Mad props.
those are whack. My friend Andrew, he could blow some O's. That's funny because my friend Andrew never smoked a cigarette in his life. And then he was like,
And then vaping got cool.
once, yep, boom, there it is, bro. There it is. We're hanging out places, and you hear somebody go, oh, that smells good. Oh, man, that's tight. And he's like, man, I want to try. It tastes kind of good. He hits it once. He's like, oh, okay. About 4 months later, he has one now. Another month later, it got bigger. He bought another one. A week later, he got another. And now that one's where I'm at now. And now he's like,
That's
he got sick recently though, and then they stopped him from vaping.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because if you
The whole
you don't want to
pop-
dry hit. That's the thing.
Oh,
dry,
no.
yeah, you're burning cotton.
No, yeah.
You don't want to inhale burnt cotton.
it hurts.
Imagine that.
It
Imagine
hurts.
inhaling burnt cotton.
It hurts.
Right.
It's bad.
So if you don't like, mine is a dripper. So like, if I could drip it directly to the
Yeah.
coils or whatever. My friend had a tank, and the tank he didn't wick it right. So like the juice was too thick. Like you have to know like viscosity and all to make sure you have a good setup. His a little too thick, and he took like this big drag, and it's like
Dry coils.
it was just cotton, and he got sick. He got bronchitis for like a week and a half, and I think that's really the only danger in vaping, right there, getting a dry hit. And I think
Yeah.
any vapor that
And it
is just gonna go,
It
no dry
hurts.
hits.
I remember buying my first vape on Amazon before they took them off.
Oh, a little bit.
Yeah.
I was 16, okay? And I bought that.
Amazon.
That's why they took it off
Amazon.
Amazon.
Don't.
That's why they took it off
Sponsors them,
Amazon.
man. Yo, it's fine.
It's fine. Just don't do it again.
See, because I like whenever it got big, I used to cloud chase because I used to work for a vape shop.
Oh, okay.
So
Cloud chasing.
cloud chasing
God.
is like competition.
Oh,
So that's those are the people that take the really big hits and you like fill the room.
So, yeah, cloud chasing. Like, okay, like this isn't a cloud. This I could, right? But I would have to do a whole bunch of stuff, right? But you ever seen those vapors with like the metal rods, like the robo dicks as they call them? You ever seen the people
Okay,
with
yeah,
those?
yeah, yeah.
Right,
Yeah, yeah.
and they usually have a button at the bottom, and they're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Okay,
I've seen
but-
that in the, like when you watch the vaping videos of people playing, they're usually like holding the bottom of the
Yeah.
bottle.
Right, that's a mech mod.
Yeah.
And the reason it's called a mech mod is
or a simple mod.
simple mod too. Yeah, the reason it's called that is because there's like you see how mine has a screen.
Yeah.
So
There-
mine has
it's
protection.
nothing. It's
so like
just-
if something were to short and I press it, it would say no atomizer. It would say short. It would say
It will stop you from dying.
if I'm chain vaping, it'll tell me not to abuse safety parameters.
Yeah.
like don't do that.
But there is no
There's
safety.
no safety. It's just metal.
Button.
Oh, okay. So
battery.
that's why they can hit it so many
Yeah.
times. and
Exactly.
So,
So
hard.
so the battery, right? You know, the battery is high drain,
Yeah.
and then like specific types of batteries are better than others,
Yeah.
and you know what I
Like
mean.
the
So-
22650s
Exactly. It's, so they know that.
Yeah.
They know these things.
But
right?
but
You
see,
know
I
what
used to cloud chase on a rig like yours.
Oh no, I couldn't do that. I'm running temperature control, some stainless steel, 0.25 ohms, 81 watts.
Yeah. See,
Some delicious. Check me out. Yes. Hey, yo, Easy Dripper. Hey, holla at your boy. Yeah,
because-
shout out to Easy Dripper. Look
because
things.
the,
Yes.
the coils I used to build were 0.01. So
0.01.
yeah,
Yeah.
What flavor are you rocking?
Oh yeah, you asked me that earlier. I forgot what it's called, but it's by Tugboat.
It's some ridiculous
It's,
name.
it's by Flawless. It's the red one, and that's all I remember. Because it's
The
really,
names are ridiculous. I've heard my friend
Some of them
call
are.
Yeah.
like
but it just depends. Just depends
yeah,
because
like there's
as bad as weed names.
like there's some crazy ones. Like there's one I don't remember the brand, but it was like honeydew and pear. I used to vape the shit out of that one. And then there's ones like Monster Milk, and that was the brand, and they would make like
Moo Milk is good.
yeah, Moo Milk is damn good.
What's this?
Oh my god. Okay, think about like a Krispy Kreme donut
Mm-hmm.
with like the best like Starbucks warm coffee you've ever
Yeah.
had. Right? But then at the end there's a little cinnamon on
Yeah.
the exhale. Just a little, just a tad, just a
Just enough.
oh man, yeah. And they do that
Sounds like
because
a winter's.
it's
Yeah.
definitely a winter's, yeah.
There's one that I used to
like a
vape.
falls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, in Denver, I went to a pairing studio, and I love it in Denver. Okay, pairing studio, this place, right? You go, of course, they have marijuana there, right?
course.
They have marijuana, but they also have like a vape station.
Okay.
And the vape station, they have coffee, and they have food and different pastries. And what you're supposed to do, right, is like, oh, you like this coffee vape? Would you like this coffee vape? Okay, you could try it with the coffee. So you get to make your coffee, and and then you drink the coffee. But while you're drinking the coffee,
Yeah,
exhale, you exhale
And
through your
taste of
nose,
it.
and then it adds this.
Oh,
Yes, I do it all the time.
I didn't
now,
know
bro.
vaping was so like the taste. Because I mean, it tastes good sometimes. Like sometimes you're just doing it for taste.
dude.
But here's the thing, right? You said sometimes, right?
But yeah, because I've met some guys that are straight like, oh, this tastes like a fucking Newport cigarette.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
we're just
and,
smoking.
and believe it or not, like we used to sell a lot of those, like just the flavors that were just like cigarettes, because that's what people would use to get off. Like it'd be zero nicotine, but
Like smell this.
but
man.
like they
Just get like a
They
good
trick
whiff.
themselves
yeah,
into.
yeah, it's
really
it's a
good.
mental game.
I like
you know,
one. I've been wanting
we
one.
would sell
I can
ones
help
that taste
you, bro.
like regular cigarettes, like menthol cigarettes.
If you want it immediately,
all different kinds
you
of
can go
stuff.
to a store.
But
if you can,
like
wait,
there
I
was
can
there was
treat
another
you
one
tomorrow.
that I used to vape.
Okay.
On the
I'm done.
inhale, it tastes like watermelon. On the exhale, it tastes like Big League Chew.
Like, yes, Big
Yeah.
League Chew.
That's
off.
like just some of the stuff that they can do with some of the flavors is fucking
You
cool.
smoke cigarettes at all?
Not anymore.
Don't smoke cigarettes. Not anymore. Congrats,
Yeah,
man.
not
Congrats.
anymore.
I've been cigarette free for like 4 or 5 years. So I
Oh
feel
shit.
you.
Good job.
It just depends on what you like to smoke. You like
But no,
hookah?
honestly, I mean, I used to smoke Newports. Yeah.
What about hookah?
Oh, hookah, yeah, all day. I mean,
Okay.
as long as it doesn't taste like a what the fuck, like a cupcake or like frosting.
See, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
So
As
you
long
don't
as
like
it's-
sweet flavors.
Yeah.
You might like. Okay,
I'm
but
a
what
sweet
about the
flavor
inhale? Do
guy.
you like?
I'm just-
Well, I mean, I could take a good inhale. I smoke fucking weed all day, so
I mean, you say that, right? But like this thing,
it's not the same.
this
No,
thing
no, it's
produces.
not.
Yeah,
this thing
it is
produces-
definitely not the same. My
Yeah.
friend has a rig like that, not exactly like that, but he's like hit it, but only hit it for like a second, like literally hit it for
And
one
it tells
second.
you on there, like the time.
Yeah.
He's all like literally hit it for
0.99.
1 second, yeah. And he's all like,
I'll let
my
you hit it if you
666
don't
hit.
if you don't bitch out and drop my mod. Okay.
Did you make it? Like, what do you mean mod? You make them yourself?
No,
Suddenly
no,
this
okay,
became
okay.
a fucking vaping podcast.
Yeah, right. No, this piece is considered your mod.
the mod? The
Modification.
Yeah,
no,
well, ish, because it's. I mean, and they.
where the batteries go.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
That's
all
considered the
all
mod.
different shapes, sizes, colors.
Yeah, I've
textures.
seen a bunch of like my
You know.
stepdad's a vapor. He has a vapor.
Yeah,
And
so-
then this is the atomizer, which
Yeah.
is the
mouthpiece.
mouthpiece.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's usually called the atomizer, and you have a lot of these. You have drippers, you have rebuildable base atomizers,
Yeah,
rebuildable
'cause
drip built base atomizer.
Yeah,
all
And then
Yeah,
some people have to open that shit up to fucking put the shit in
Don't-
there. And you were saying all you do is drip it into the
Yeah,
drip.
Yeah,
that's
so
that's
I
what
do
that
this,
is.
and then I just
That
do
yeah,
this.
that's
And-
initially that's what that
Serious.
is. So
That's
So
They
technically,
have a
if,
thing for the car that's here. So
Yeah.
I can do it while.
so technically, like if he didn't have that, then yes, he would have to
Serious
open this.
vapor.
Then yeah, he would have to open this up and actually drip it onto the cotton.
And like some of them you can open up, but you see mine. You see
Yeah.
the
The sturdiness.
It's like this isn't coming off, so I don't need to take this off because I just don't need to.
Yeah.
And what do you need to fix on that, or what do you need to replace on that?
The coils.
Optic.
The coils.
Because inside there's metal coils, and
That's what heats up.
yeah, and
After a while,
I'm gonna show
so-
you. Let me vape it a little bit. Let me
So-
vape some of the juice off.
so basically the way it works is you have these little metal coils, and like I said, I used to build my own. You know, we built these for competitions and such.
You could try to hit that. It's at 70 watts, okay? But you can't be scared of it, okay? Look.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
start breathing
So-
before you hit the button.
So don't hit the button, right? But you can suck on it. But
Uh-huh.
I need you to make. I need to hear the noise that you're making. Okay.
So just suck on it.
Yeah.
Don't press the button.
Don't
Just
press the
suck on
button,
it.
just
but
not
well,
don't go.
well,
Don't
yeah,
do that.
Yeah.
Just
Okay. Okay.
but
I
with
wanna
your
he-
lungs.
I wanna hear
not
it.
like a cigarette.
Yeah.
yeah, I want to hear it. Okay. Okay. You can probably do a little harder than that.
I could do it a little harder than
You can
that.
do it a little harder than that.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
So I just press the button up.
And then you can
Yeah,
press the button and
but-
try
but-
it.
but start-
again, you want to inhale.
Yeah, but start the inhale
Here.
before you hit.
Before
the button.
I start
Yeah.
the thing. Okay. Cool.
Don't be scared of it. You can exhale. You
Yeah.
don't have to hold it. You didn't even get a lot.
That tastes really good though.
You see?
That tastes really really good though.
Now you don't really get the feeling because you're not getting a lot of vape. I
Yeah,
just want to
yeah.
give you kind of the taste.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
if you feel a little more adventurous, I can turn it up and it'll
give you the hit.
It'll deliver more.
Yeah.
You'll feel you'll.
But that's the important thing.
And there's nicotine in here. There is.
Yeah.
How much do you have?
Yeah.
in it?
3 milligrams,
Which is the typical.
which is like 2 cigarettes worth of nicotine.
Oh, shit.
But that's spread out of a 60 milliliter bottle, and this is a third of that bottle. So there's
Oh,
really
okay.
one.
Little bit.
Like there's this much
Like, little
nicotine
bit.
in this bottle.
That's
You get what I'm
dope.
saying?
But see,
But you'll feel it.
Yeah,
No, yeah,
because
you do feel it.
because of the
Like,
way it's,
yeah.
because
Yeah,
of the way it's
but
produced
the
in your
difference
body.
is like when you're smoking a cigarette, you take in the nicotine through your lungs. When you vape, you take it in through the
your
pores
mouth
in your cheeks.
to your right here. You
Like
take it right here
like
and
dipping.
you- yeah, so
Kinda,
you take it
yeah.
here, you take it here, you take it here. But again, it's you ever seen someone hit an inhaler?
Yeah.
It's the
Like
exact,
that.
exact same
Like
stuff.
that.
It's propylene glycol, vegetable glycerin.
Yeah.
And an inhaler, it's propylene glycol. It's like 80% propylene glycol,
Yeah.
20% vegetable
And
glycerin.
that's what's in the that.
Yes, but
Yeah.
this is
Because-
10% propylene glycol, which is what the nicotine is in to deliver the medicine.
You're running a
And
90-10?
90. Well, I'm saying like most of the PG.
See, and I mean, I haven't craved. Whenever I do crave a cigarette, I've been really drunk. I've already been drinking.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Well,
so-
I will kill this bottle if I'm at the bar. I'm at the bar, and if the bar owner's cool, because I've talked to some bar owners, and I've been like, "Hey, can I just
Yeah.
roll vape over there in the corner?" And they're
Nope.
like, "Just blow it down." And I'm like, "What? Cool." Now I'm in there drinking. I don't have to go outside. Now I want to buy 3 more beers. You know, like,
Honestly, I've been,
And then you pay more.
my best friend has one. One of my best friends, he has a big ass rig like that, and that's the one that always tells me, hey, hit it for 1 second because
Yeah.
you're gonna die.
Well,
and,
and the big
Scary,
thing
scary.
that a lot of people don't know is to start breathing before you hit. Because if you don't, then it just builds all that up. So by the time you do start breathing, it's just that big chunk.
And how much was that? Like, how much is that something that big?
okay, this is my old faithful. I've bought 2 new mods since I bought this, and I keep coming back. Okay, so I've had this for 3 years. This mod I've had it for 3 years. So this is an old ass mod. This from Smog. This is an old X Cube 2 came out.
That's a
2015.
smog?
2015. Okay, this came out a long time ago. They keep updating it. Mine, I have to update this bitch, right? I have to plug it in, firmware type shit. I have
Oh
to update
shit,
Yeah.
that is
Okay.
dope.
because of all the
Yeah, like I can change the colors. Like
Yeah.
this isn't random. I have it
Is-
set like
is-
that. I usually have it red to match the tip. but
Is that the one
I have it
that
flashing.
Bluetooth onto your phone?
It has Bluetooth, so I can control the temperature
Yeah.
from my phone. It has temperature control, which is completely different. There's
Yeah.
so many different types of wire.
Time.
There's
color.
there's Canthal, right, which is the basic vape stuff. You have Nichrome, which is temperature control, which I hate because that you can taste
Yeah.
the difference in that. Stainless steel, which is my favorite because you can use temperature control, which goes like this. You go, I'm gonna add this much power to the until it goes to 482 degrees Fahrenheit, and then
Yeah.
I want it to stop there. And the model throttle
Yeah.
so it stays there because you like the hit there. And then there's other mods where you just hit it and it just heats up until it goes
Yeah.
down.
Like one of the ones I had was a cherry bomber. And it's just like a simple mod. It's just the batteries, all that. So like there is no
Those are
control.
dangerous, bro.
Yeah.
Those-
So like
hence the name Cherry Bomber. Okay,
Yeah.
it's a full metal. It's a full metal.
it's a full metal
mod.
rig, and you have one button on the front of it, and it is just a straight connect.
You
That's
press
it.
the button, it fires. That's
Yeah.
it. That means it's cool, but it's also dangerous because a lot of people they were like, oh, I'm gonna put a metal addy on this thing. So even when it was locked, right, if something touched this and this that was metal, it would complete the
Yeah.
circuit.
Because-
and it would fire in your pockets.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
shit.
the way it works
Cherry
is,
bomber.
is your atomizer. There's like on the threaded part because that actually screws into the mod,
Yeah.
and if your thread isn't long enough or if it's too long, then it will short out.
Yeah, it was going to the battery. Onto the battery. Damn, we did turn into. Okay, so
Yeah,
what about
we-
this game?
Yeah, we went way off the topic.
like 30 minutes.
Okay, so really quick. Okay, so let's score the game before we continue on other topics.
Yeah, let's go to the
What do you guys think? What's the score? I'm giving
out of 10 Mario heads.
I really.
out of 10. Oh, 10 bison bucks.
Yes.
I'm gonna give it I liked it a lot. I like the worlds, and I like the little furry dudes and the little elephants you get to collect.
Snifflers.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10 Mario heads.
6 out of 10 Mario heads. Don't sue us, Nintendo. Okay. What about you?
Or sponsor us. I mean, if you want to.
Oh,
You
yes,
know, I
please.
really
Please.
enjoyed playing this game, especially when I was just sitting down on the couch.
Doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah. I actually played this game a lot more than the other games that I had this week. So I'm rated probably like a 5 Mario head.
5 Mario. Okay.
Yeah.
Why a 5?
A 5. I like the collection, but of the little snifflers and little things that would help you out during the rounds. But I didn't like that you had to add all this stuff to grow or to hatch your eggs.
Okay.
It would
Oh,
kind
little
of
potions?
Yeah, and then you have
you.
yeah.
Yeah,
I can see
that's
that.
that's the free to play part.
Yeah.
It was free, but if you really want to progress,
Eventually you're gonna have
You're gonna have
buy
to
more
spend time on it.
potions
You're gonna have to
or-
either spend on potions or just wait for that fucking.
Or just watch that.
Or watch
Yeah.
ads.
or watch it.
And
And
luckily
you
we're
playing
not
Fortnite on there, bro?
No, this is another ad.
So what about you, Jay?
Fuck. I mean, give them an A for effort. I wasn't a fan of the control change. The control change really messed me up. That really messed me up because it's like,
Go forward and then you go back.
yeah, that really messed me up because, if I download, I don't mean to, ride Sega's dick or anything, but you download a new Sonic game. The controls are pretty simplified,
Yeah.
but they stay true to Sonic. Whether it's swipe left, swipe right, you always get the speed element. This
Yeah.
one it lost the control. I felt like the best part about Rayman is that you can go to all these places, but you really have all control over him. So if you miss something, you can kind of go back. But this really felt like it was trying to force me to do it kind of fast.
Yeah, to speed it up.
Yeah.
Did you ever play Super
Especially with
Mario
the
Run?
water. I don't know. Go on.
Sorry, you first.
No, I was gonna say those water rounds.
Nah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
those
You
guys.
can't go back at all.
No, you can't go back at all. That's what I'm saying.
I was like hopping like. Ugh.
So by that time you just try to get through the level as fast as you can.
Yeah, then you'll just
replay
replay it again. No, did you play Super Mario Run?
I did. I did.
It's just you're
Kind
kind
of
of forced to move forward.
Forced to move forward, man. The whole basis
The whole
of having
bit.
Mario,
And then you-
is you get to control him. In 64, the best part was like running and then sliding with his hat on his
Yeah.
head.
Yeah.
I loved it. And then jumping. I loved
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
that crap.
And now you have to like
Fucking
find
slide
those
across.
pads, those pads that jump you back so that you can do shit. And it only jumps you back a little
A
bit.
little bit, not even. I don't know. I didn't.
Yeah, no, it was a lot like that. Yeah, I get you. And then you had trouble with the controls.
Yeah, and I just honestly think it was just because it's Android. And Android, I don't think is meant to be playing to play all those games like that.
Well, like you said though, I mean,
It's
the
an old
bloatware.
game. Yeah. 'cause
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
telling
it's probably-
you're
it has to
saying
be
that,
updated.
bro, but like Fortnite runs on your phone and I can't download that bitch.
Really?
Yeah, bro. All Samsung devices, Samsung like 8 up can run this. Samsung S7 Plus up and can run freaking Fortnite fine. Freaking fine. And I'm mad about it because I was like, oh,
I didn't know
man.
Fortnite was on the
Oh, yeah.
phone.
It's on the iPhone too.
It's
Maybe
Maybe I
it
might
is-
play that.
It's a full
It is.
game. It's
Oh, yeah.
exactly
It's the exact. You can play with me, bro. While I'm playing on my PlayStation, you can play on your phone. And
No.
we can be playing together. Yes,
It's-
bro.
really?
Yes, on the phone.
Oh,
yes.
that's right, because that's the one game they got forced into crossplay.
Yeah,
And
phones
then,
and PC. I can play with phones and PC.
Phone,
I can't
PC,
play with Xbox, players.
PlayStation, all
I
of it.
can't play with Nintendo players, but Nintendo
Yeah.
players can play with everybody else. It's Steam. People on PC can play with everybody else.
Why is that game like that?
It's
It's a battle
Sony.
royale.
And it's free.
It's
Yeah.
free. Why?
I haven't played it. I've never
Okay,
touched it.
okay. Let me.
I
Tell
don't
you,
understand
let,
this.
Okay, let me tell you why.
What
First-
happened
hold
with
on,
this game?
hold on.
What happened there?
Go back and
Wait,
listen to the episode.
Hold on.
Yeah, listen to the episode where I shit on Fortnite and now I can't stop playing it. Listen to the episode because
Okay, I'll
I
go back.
still
Okay,
hate
I
it.
was fine. I'll go back and listen to that. We have to finish rating the game, though. I'm sorry, we interrupted. What did
yeah.
you give it? 5?
Yeah,
5. Okay. No, it was my. Man, I gotta give it like a 4. The 4. Yeah,
Yeah.
controls turned me off. Okay, so yeah.
Okay. Honestly, probably about a 5. That's the highest I can go. Controls were a big thing. I found myself, rather than like swiping up to jump, like tapping. You know, it just
Because that's how you feel.
Yeah.
Rayman used to press A, jumps. Right?
Yeah.
Exactly. You see,
and
that's
and
controls
every other
messed up.
game is like that. Any other platformer that you play, there is going to be a jump button in there.
Yeah, and you tap.
Um,
It's not swipe. You
It's
hardly
not
ever-
swipe. You don't
Yeah, that honestly, the biggest thing that turned me off is that for each world, you only have a certain amount of time in order to complete that adventure.
Mm-hmm.
If not, you either have to spend gems, you have to watch a video, or pay money, or
In-
and see. I don't think that platformers should be like that, because if I get to this world, if I have to go out and pay a bill, and my time runs out, well then fuck me.
Exactly. So I'm hearing an average of like 4.7.
Yeah, 4.7.
Yeah.
That's like that's. I mean that's okay. Big thing.
You'll have it for a week. You'll
Yeah.
play it for a week and then
Yeah.
you're done.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's the problem with
Yeah.
the game. No replayability.
Yeah.
I think that's really the
Definitely.
issue.
That's probably what died with the game. That's probably why it's just
Yeah,
the game.
but for what it is, it's a lot of fun.
yeah.
That kids will love it.
Like when you
Oh,
sit
yeah.
on the toilet.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or or give it to your 10-year-old. They'll get entertained for a while.
Oh,
yeah.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
What are we talking
Like-
about?
And it pisses me
Like-
off when they don't hatch the eggs on time. Like,
Yeah,
and then they
like,
have so many
like
eggs
my
built up.
son, when he saw the game, he went fucking nuts. He loved this game, and then I'm gonna delete it.
I know it's gonna get deleted. So should we say next week's game real quick before we move on to a different topic again?
I
So
think
what-
we decided.
We
Which one? You want to do that one?
Do you guys want to do that one?
What's that?
Castle
one-
Burn. It's a fairly new game. I think you're gonna lose your shit on it with as good as you are on Clash Royale.
Well, real quick. I mean, that's all one. I got Stranger Things. It's a game also. It has 5 stars on the App Store.
See, and I've been playing the
It's a
Marvel
free game.
one,
Oh, that Marvel one too.
Yeah.
We can
What's it
also
called? What's it called?
Castle Burn.
Castle
Oh, yeah.
Burn.
I've been playing the Marvel one, which is a lot like Ultimate Alliance.
It is a lot. Like,
RTS Revolution.
Yeah. So what about you? Any recommendations?
do you have a recommendation for a game for next week?
I actually don't.
I mean, I'm down to do Castle Burn.
Yeah, let's just do Castle Burn. I guess Castle Burn. Okay.
All right, guys. Castle Burn
I'm
for next
downloading
week.
it right now.
It's
All right.
already on my phone.
Cool. So yeah, guys,
We'll work on
download Castle Burn, play it. That way, when you listen to the show, give us some feedback. You know, let us know what you think. If you think that we're full of shit, if you love it, if you hate it,
Give us your rating.
yeah, definitely give us a rating. Anybody that does is definitely gonna, you know, I want to bring that onto the show and, you know, let
Yeah,
everybody
we'll call
know
it
what. Yeah, you know, definitely shout outs to whoever leaves their own review. And as always, you know, any questions, comments, concerns, smartass remarks are always welcomed. Thanks to you guys, you know, we are getting a lot bigger. We're getting a lot more well known. And that's all because of you guys. That's all because of the fans. You know, and we greatly appreciate it. Because of such, we were given authorization. So now if you guys want to support us, help us get some better gear, maybe we get some stickers or t-shirts made, you know, to throw up on the Facebook and Twitter and all that other fun stuff, go to our page on Anchor. That's actually where we do all of our hosting, and there is a button on there to support us. So if that's something y'all want to do, it is absolutely welcome. And anybody that does, I don't care if it's 50 cents to however high, you will definitely get a shout out, you know, because we do appreciate that. Kind of dead air there.
Yeah, but,
So So what have you been playing?
He was talking about Fortnite. Wait, I'm gonna tell him what happened. Okay, so these people took this model, right, that was working, right, and then they added another element, right, which was the building element, right, and it spanned this shooter with a meta.
Call of Duty meets Minecraft.
It's not though. It's really not though.
No,
right?
it's
It looked more cartoony. It looks
Right?
a lot more cartoony.
Yeah. So kids can play.
You know what it reminded me of? Fusion Fall.
I don't know what that
And
is.
I think that you know what I'm talking about, right?
I have no clue.
No, it was a Cartoon Network online game, and if you kind of look at it, that you're walking around collecting Cartoon Network characters,
that looks
and
cool.
and it kind of looked like Fortnite to
Oh,
me.
okay. I kind of see what
Yeah.
you're saying. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It actually does.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's what it reminded me of when.
Okay,
when
I can
was-
see
when
that. Yeah,
would
the
see it.
cartoon
He's a bad
feeling.
guy.
Yeah.
So
The only Cartoon Network that I've ever played, or Cartoon Network game, was Teen Titans Go. I think it's called like Teeny Titans or something like that. And basically, like, you have to go and collect these little figures, and then you use those figures to battle. I played the stupid shit out of that game. I got my wife addicted to that game.
Teen Titans Go.
Yeah.
I didn't like Teen Titans Go.
Yeah.
The original Teen Titans though. So wait, and then so these guys created this game, and how is it free? Why is it free?
it's free because that's the best business model. That's what nobody understands. If you give your shit away for free, if you take out the one thing that separates you from the person you're trying to get your shit to, which is money, you take that away, people get it. End of story. It's free. It's
So
free.
how do
And
they
you know-
make their money?
Because the skins, my dude. The
And
skins. You know when I knew the game got me? I downloaded it, right? I downloaded it for the show. I played it for 3 days. And in those 3 days, I played 24 matches. In those 24 matches, I didn't last past 80 people. Okay? Out of 100 people that dropped, I didn't last past 80. You placed 94th. I'm like, fuck, man. Because you die, it sends you back to the main menu. Welcome to spectator mode. You can watch the rest of the match if you want. You can watch the guy that kills you, and that's it. And then if he gets killed, you can watch the guy that killed him. So on and so forth until the end of the game. But otherwise, you go back to the main menu. You got to get back on that bus. You got to drop back in. You got to go find more loot. Right? In my mind, I'm like, man, I'm not wasting my fucking time with this. Right? And then I got my first taste of like what battle was in the game. Right? I ran into this room, and the guy I'm with is like, he's like, yo, Pop, because I'm popping lock. He's like, yo, Pop, you need to get the high ground, my dude. He's like, you need to get the high ground because that's how you get the headshots. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, the character models are up here. The closer you are to here, when you're shooting at them, the easier it is to get headshots. And I'm like, huh, that makes fucking sense. That makes a lot of sense, right? And then he's like, hey, are you using Combat Pro? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, you play fighting games, you need to go use Builder Pro. I'm like, what's that? He's like, oh, instead of you pressing build, which pulls out your map, and then you choosing the piece, you pull out your map, and then you could press one of the shoulder buttons to place a piece.
Oh,
And
no
I'm
shit.
like, wait, what? And he goes, yeah, how do you think people are building in this game? And I'm like, huh, okay. My next match, I'm like, okay. The first person I see, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, fuck, I don't even know what to do. He goes, wall ramp. And I'm like, what? He's like, wall ramp. And I'm like, what? Wall ramp. And I'm like, cool. So I do wall ramp, and then I see it. Boom. And then I walk up the ramp, and I'm like, oh, wait. I built my cover. First time I built my cover, and I was like, wait, okay, this is working. Now I'm a little higher.
So you literally pushed, it built a ramp and a wall for you?
Yes, I'm running, and I'm like, cool.
What
I do
materials did you have to build this wall ramp?
the materials, right? Everything in the
Everything in the world, like Minecraft.
Yeah, everything in the world has materials, right?
Yeah,
you have
okay.
wood, you have stone,
Okay, cool.
brick, right? And then you have metal. And all of these have different properties. All of them have different amount of life, right? And all of them
How long
mine
they'll
differently.
stand up and shit.
Exactly.
Okay.
Right? Metal has hardest, and metal actually has regenerative properties. So if you shoot it down and you don't shoot it below 150, it starts to heal.
Really?
But metal, right, is harder to get to mine, right? And then I know you've probably seen them pickaxing stuff.
Yeah.
You see the little dots that pop up?
Yeah.
You want to hit the dots, right? Because when you hit the dots, you get more mats,
yeah.
and then they break down faster. And that's how the good people play. So if I'm looking at a tree that has 600, I should be able to hit that bitch in 5 and knock it down. But if
And
I-
then that's all that fucking wood you just got to build
exactly,
wall ramp.
exactly, right? And every piece that you place costs 10 of that material. everything, right? So you can have 999 wood, and then at the end of a fight end up at 310 because you guys were like, oh, I have no life, I'm running, I need to build cover, I'm building my 1x1, you know, and it, like, you hear what I'm saying? This is how they talk about the game. 1x1, you're running, and you know, you just pull out your map, you hold R2, which is your wall, you build a wall, I jump, right? And then after I jump, I build stair, boom, and then I cycle, wall, jump, stair. That's my 1x1. That's 1x1. That's 1x1. That's a
And you
1
can
by
do all this on your phone.
But you can on the phone. It's a lot harder. It absolutely is on the builded thing. But on the
I
controller,
didn't realize it was that
it's
deep.
great. But on the PC, it's even better.
Oh, fuck yeah, the PC.
Yeah, they're like, what? Don't even get me started on editing. Editing makes the game so much even crazier, bro. Like, people will try to run from you, right? And they're like running from you, and you're like, oh, okay. I'm running behind you. He builds a wall, right? And I'm like, cool, pull out my pickaxe, break down the wall, right? Build my own wall, right? Now he's like, fuck, he can't edit that wall. He's sitting there. He's like, fuck. He's trying to break out behind. I edit the wall, edit a hole in the wall, which puts a window in the middle. Boom, shoot through the window. Back, kill him. Do it. You know, and this happens quick. Break down the wall, build the wall, edit the hole. Boom. You can't run from me.
Yeah.
You can't run from me. You get what I'm saying? Like, dude, you can't run from me.
I'm sorry, I've never, because I've always been bad at first person
This is
shooter games, so I was
downloaded,
just like,
It's not a
downloaded
first-person
tonight.
shooter, my dude. That's the thing. It's a third-person shooter, and it has auto aim on console. If you're playing with,
See,
if you're playing on PC,
I didn't
it
realize that
doesn't.
there was that much to it.
Bro,
like
my-
I seriously thought.
You gotta
what kind of
like.
PlayStation do you have?
Huh?
What kind of PlayStation do you have?
I have a regular PS4.
The Pro? Not the Pro.
No, I have a PS4 that sounds like it's about to take off. Okay.
Yeah.
Does it really?
Oh, it's
Dude.
bad. I opened it, I cleaned it, and I think I need to get more thermal paste, and I just don't
Oh,
want to
that
do it.
shit sucks. That happened to my PlayStation.
That happens
3.
to all PlayStations because
Dude.
they're all meant to break after like 5 years, and mine, my PS4 is from like the week it came out.
Yeah, that sucks.
See,
Mine
like,
still has the buttons that are touch sensitive on the front.
Oh,
That's how
dude,
mine
I
are.
wanted that one.
That's how mine is.
Sexy. Oh, yeah, it's so sexy,
Yeah.
right? Nobody still has it. When people see it, I'm like, beep. They're like,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, right.
Yep.
I'm telling you, man, Fortnite. If you ever really want to get into it, you have to keep at it because you're gonna die. You're not gonna know where to land.
yeah.
You're not gonna know.
Honestly,
you're not
like,
gonna know
like,
anywhere.
like, I'm probably gonna re-download it
Especially
tonight, 'cause
now, since
because I didn't know that there was
everybody's
that
playing.
much to it. I thought it was just a simple kind of arcade.
So is that
shooter.
going to be
Like,
next
I-
week's game?
No, we
again.
We can't do that one.
I'm telling you guys, if you guys have PlayStation, we can run some shit. I can show you guys
I'm down.
because
I'm down.
it's like
I'm totally down.
telling you, man, it
Dude.
hurts my head.
Do you have to have Plus to play that
You
online?
don't have
really?
to play it online. No, you can play it online for free if you have an internet connection, and that's the cool thing about it.
Nice.
Dude, that game, I'm saying, I'm surprised by that game. Like, I don't know how.
That means they
fucked
have
that
a self-supported server. That's how much money they're
Yeah,
making now.
yeah, but that's ridiculous.
But see, they make money off of everything, off the stuff people buy.
That's what I
the
was
number
gonna
of
say.
yeah, that's what you're saying. So wait, you
Yeah,
obviously have to upgrade your dude, right?
No, you don't,
No.
man. That's the thing. Everyone is the same. Everyone is the same. When you drop in, everyone is exactly the same. Doesn't matter what skin you have. There's no upgrades or anything.
So it's just people who just want to.
It's just everything is really. It's not by chance. It's like, okay, there's a little strategy, right?
Yeah.
Like if the bus is going this way, if you drop right here as soon as you can, you're gonna face as many people as possible. You don't want to fucking do that if you're playing the game for the first time. Why would you do that?
I'm sorry, I've never heard you be that intense. In the time I've known, you don't want to fucking
You don't
do
want
that.
to do that. No, I'm telling you because I
Some
did
Sam
that.
Jackson shit.
I did that,
Yeah,
right?
that was
But
deep,
then
right?
Balls.
man,
Sounds
balls.
fun, not always.
Not always, right? I'm fucking like, okay, wait. I'm playing with this guy, and he's like, man, we should land here, and I'm like, well, why? And he's like, well, we don't want to face a lot of people. We need to get stuff.
Yeah.
That's the point of the game. You know, the really good players, they get like 17, 20 kills a match and then win. Cool. I'm not that player.
Yeah.
I get 4, and I've never won a solo match. I've yet to win a solo match. I think in total I have 600 matches on Fortnite right now.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, and
And you count that, or does it count it for you?
no, it counts it for you on your
Oh,
stats.
that's pretty cool.
Okay, and I have 9 squad wins, which means me and 3 other people we've won, and I have 2 duo wins, and I have 0 solo wins. Because solo wins are the hardest to get.
Yeah, because it's you against the world.
it's you against the world. So
And
like,
it is the world.
it is literally it's you against 100 people, and it sucks because you have people who are like, you know, you playing with your headphones. I hear something over there. They hide behind a tree. Oh, these people are fighting. Okay. Pull off sniper rifle. Okay. Uh huh.
And how do you get guns?
You find them.
Okay, so that's another thing, right? So where you drop, you find them everywhere. You find them, but you can hear them. I recommend you playing with a headset. Because you play with a headset, you can hear them, and there's direction on
you
it.
can play just
Yeah.
with
I didn't know you
VR
could hear
on
them.
your head.
Yeah, okay, so with the headset, right?
Because this whole time,
VR
like
into the
whenever
TV.
I was playing it, I was just running around like an
I
idiot.
know.
No,
I
no,
want
no.
a gamer head.
There's in every place there's specific spawns for the treasure chest, and you'll learn them as you play, right? So like,
Does the field change?
yeah. So like, okay, no, it doesn't. Okay, every season it seems like something changes because that's what the story happened.
I don't
Like,
know. I mean, I remember reading something where people started seeing a meteor in the sky.
Okay, so last season, 2 seasons ago, there was a meteor in the sky, right? Last season, the meteor hit and created Dusty Depot. This season, there's trees in Dusty Depot now, but it's a crater, right? So from the top, the trees are at the top of the crater. So when you're walking to the crater, you look down, there's trees, and then you go into the crater. But that's a really dangerous area now because there's trees, whereas last season it was
empty.
It was empty. So now
Everybody thought the crater was going to destroy the game.
Exactly. Now the rifts are closing, right? So now there's rifts in the sky, and there's broken pieces of like geometric pressure everywhere where you can hop in, and it puts you into the sky, and it basically puts you in the same state as you dropped off the bus. Okay.
No shit.
And you do that to like gain space. So when you're playing, like, oh, I hope there's a rift because the storm is coming. I need to get way the fuck over there. I'm looking
What's
for
storm?
a rift.
Like
Okay.
people would do.
Oh,
So-
a storm of people.
No, storm.
Okay,
Okay.
So
the storm kills you.
Yeah, this is what fucked me up because I knew I didn't want to land near anybody because I didn't know what I was doing. So I landed on the furthest edge of the map that I could, not knowing that every couple of minutes or
Every
something
3
like
minutes.
every 3 minutes there's basically like this toxic storm and it slowly closes the map in. And I didn't know that. I got stuck in it. And I
So
hated that.
it's toxic and okay.
And
so,
that's how they finish the game, right? Or no?
Yeah, no, that's exactly how they finish the game. So once you drop in, it'll show you where the map is. You drop in, and then it'll say a minute the storm is forming. And after that minute, you'll see the circle right there, and it'll say 3 minutes the storm is going to close. So here's this big circle is where the storm is going to close in on. So when the storm is here, you want to be inside that circle.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
Right, but within the first 2 minutes, 50 people are dead. Usually,
shit.
usually in this,
Yeah, because people stay outside.
No, not even. It's because people are dropping where other people are dropping. Everyone goes in the fucking tilted towers and like, oh, I'm gonna boss out and kill real quick. Cool. Just kill themselves off really quick.
Yeah.
Last 50 people are really kind of playing the game, right? And then you're over here, and it says you have to go over here. So you're scrounging. You're like, I need to see my time. You know, like look, like you to get in the map, right? The map is like it goes from like I think it goes from like 1 to 9 this way, and then like A to I, right?
Yeah.
Every square takes 45 seconds for you to run across.
And there's no way to get past that?
They have carts and they have rifts and they have jump pads, and jump pads are like these things that you build ramps on. You build a flat part and you build this thing and you jump on it, and it puts you into that same state where you have the glider,
Oh,
so
and
you
you
can
can-
cover space. Same thing that the rift does. You jump in this little portal and it transports you to the top,
To the glider part.
so you can glide.
That's-
So they have
that's
these
fucking
different,
badass.
they have these different, ways of transportation.
And you just started playing this too.
Yeah, like I want to say like 3 weeks ago, and that's how I know it got me, man. When I started playing, and like I'm like my first like real kill, like my first good kill, where I was like I outbuilt somebody. I had to build my fucking trapezoids, and I'm like, oh okay, my double wall push,
Yeah.
like you're just, and then like you just start learning things, right? Like you don't want to build really high because you build really high, I'm just gonna shoot your ass down.
Yeah.
It'll kill you every time. You don't. 3 stories is as high as you want to build. 3 stairs. That's 1 story. That's 2 stories. After you pass there, if you get shot down and you fall,
You die.
you die, right? But then people get good at it, right? Because like if you're falling, but you're falling near a place where you can put a wall, you can fall and fall while you're placing walls, so that you could place a wall and then place a floor underneath you, so you can catch yourself.
fucking-
So people
Oh,
have
God,
really
that's-
been playing this fucking game, my
I,
dude.
that's crazy how I still can't believe it's free.
It's fucking okay.
That's fucking nuts.
Here's my
to me, man.
okay. So
This game's available to the world. It's this complex, and these guys are just like, yeah, let's.
it's the skins, my dude. It's the skins. You have no idea how they. Okay.
Are they
Look.
cool? Are they that cool?
I
Some of them are.
won a
Some of them are.
Blaze Blue Cross Tag tournament online. I got second place. I didn't win. I got second. I won because I won money. First time I won like $60. I never won no money playing no game. I was like, oh, $60. They PayPal'd it to me, put it in my account. I was like, what? $58.
Yeah, of course.
They take fees. Yeah, they take fees, whatever. You know, $58, what? So I'm playing Fortnite, and I'm like, okay, I kind of like it. And then they come up with an emote, and the emote's called Pop and Lock.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, shit. Do I really want to buy this? Do I really want to buy it? How much is it? It says the Pop and Lock emote is 800 V-Bucks, which is basically $8. It's basically $7.99.
Yeah.
That's how much that emote is.
And what is it?
It's an emote that makes my character pop and lock, like my name says.
That's fucking cool.
Right? Other people have it, but it costs money to get.
Yeah, of course.
That's the only way to get it, right? So I'm thinking, I'm like, am I gonna buy it? All right, whatever, I'll buy it. But, whatever. I got one emote, whatever. I got one, cool. Then I bought it. Then
And
I'm playing with my friend, and then my friend's like, "Oh, you don't have the battle pass?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, the battle pass." He's like, "Oh, me too." He's like, "Oh, it's like a season pass, but you know, it's just all cosmetic stuff." And I'm like, "Why would I just want a whole bunch of cosmetic crap that I'm never gonna use? I'm good with just this one thing and this one emote I have. I don't care." Oh, thanks, man. You know, and then the game, like, they reward you for purchasing the pass, because if you purchase it once, right, and you play through, which means like you get experience points and you do the challenges and stuff like that,
Yes.
then you'll have enough to buy it again next season. Because
in-game?
in-game, because in the battle pass they give you the in-game currency that's enough to, so the battle pass costs $9.50, right?
Yeah.
950 V-Bucks.
Yeah.
And it gives you 950 V-Bucks worth of V-Bucks in the battle pass. So if you buy it once,
You can get it later.
You can keep getting it as long as you don't spend those V-Bucks on anything else, and that's where they get you, because they end up coming up with new stuff, and they come like, okay, they got this like really cute like blonde like 70s aerobics teacher right now in the shop.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's a $15 skin, my dude, and I'm struggling with not putting my card information in there, because the skins, like and that's the thing, right? The character models,
Yeah.
right? They're limited, right? So like right now with the battle pass, they gave me 3, right? And these 3 skins you'll never be able to get after this season's over if you don't buy the battle pass. You'll never get them. So that means 3 seasons from now, when I wear this skin, those people are gonna be like, "Oh, where'd you get that from?" Because they haven't been playing it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that notoriety is what drives
These people.
Is what drives it.
That's
it
all
is.
I've seen. Everybody that's obsessed with this
That's
game, all of my
it.
nerdy ass friends have been like, "Look at what I'm wearing now, and look at my shit. Look how cool I look." And I'm like, "Is that really the biggest deal about this? How cool you guys
My
look?"
dude, I bought a pickaxe that changes
Play,
colors,
play.
my dude. It changes colors like this. And you want to know why it changes colors? Because I don't know, nigga. It cost me $8. Okay? It changes colors and it cost me $8. And it's one of the rarer pickaxes because it's only been in the shop one other time before I bought it. And I knew that because the guy that I was playing with was like, "Hey, you know, like, this guy offered me like $500 for my account because of this axe, because the axe was in the shop for 8 hours last time.
Holy
It was in the shop
shit.
for 8 hours only, okay, and he bought it for $8. Boom, and the guy was like, "I'll give you $500 for the account."
And what? You just hand over your login?
Here you go, too. Here's my Epic Games. I'll just make a new one, right? And in my mind, I'm like, what the fuck?
Just because of that?
Just because of the axe. So I saw it on the shop this time, and I'm like,
I'm gonna buy this.
$8, like, just in case. Fuck.
So, like, does that give
hope
you
you
like
run into
anything
that one
extra,
dude.
or it's
It
just
gives
a
you
skin?
nothing extra. It makes a different sound when you swing.
Well, at least you get something.
Right? I have a glider.
It's colorful.
I have a glider.
Yeah.
That looks like a spacecraft. And that's like a
Like a
US
UFO.
No, a US US.
Oh, the
like,
USS Enterprise.
Oh, what am I? Like a space shuttle.
You sound like you almost just lost your
Yeah,
shit.
like a space
I
shuttle.
love the USS Enterprise.
Like a space shuttle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Think like Voyager. Like not
Okay.
Voyager.
Or yours.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, space shuttle, right? White, like
Rocket, the white, the black.
Yeah, you know, regular NASA. No sci-fi here.
Basic
Space
shuttle.
Human availability space travel.
Houston, Texas.
You said Houston, Texas. Yes, Houston, Texas. Okay. And when she opens it, when I say she, because I for some reason I like a lot of the girl skins,
I mean, it happens.
right? And
You like
when
girls?
they throw them out, right? It makes like the noise like of them turning on the mic, beep, and then it comes that like it opens, the propellers light up, and then it looks like there's like it's coming in through the atmosphere around it. So it's like
Oh,
and
is
it's
that
like
what
burning.
How much you pay for that one?
That was $15 glider, bro. It was a $15 glider, bro. I spent all the money I won.
In these 3 weeks, you've been
In
spending.
those 3 weeks, I spent all the money I won on my blade that was in my PayPal account. I spent all of it on Fortnite. $60 worth, bro. $60. Okay.
And okay, so people just
No, and then there's these
Well,
little
Ranger
13-year-old,
or something.
10-year-old little boys and girls playing this, and they're like, "Mommy, I need this. 'Cause
I need
it to look
this.
cool.
I need this, please. Right.
Mom, I need this now."
And you know what? He's not lying, because I've been like, when I was first going online, this guy called me. He was like, "Fucking noob skin, stop stealing my shit." And I was like,
noob
I was like,
skin.
noob skin? What is that? And he means the skin that you don't have to pay for. It's the skin that you get with the game.
And they've come up with slang to dog you.
To dog you because you haven't spent money on something that you don't have to spend money on. You see?
So these people pressure you into, oh my god, I don't want to be called noob skin.
It's so bad, right?
Oh man, it reminds me when I was a
Your
kid and
son,
someone made fun of
shame.
my shoes because they were from Payless.
Shame.
Shame. No, and I'm serious. This kid talked so much crap to me just because I hadn't spent any money on the game at this very moment. And it, you know,
It pissed you off because you're fucking.
I was
you're
like,
new.
what are you even talking about, bro?
You
Like,
are a noob.
I'm
But don't
trying
call
to
me
learn.
that.
I don't even know if I like the game.
Got here, bro.
I just got here. Help me out.
Give me a second.
Give me a second to figure
That's
out.
hilarious.
And now I check the store like candy, bro, every 24 hours. I'm like, oh, it's 18 hours. Okay, tomorrow at 4. Okay, I'll check.
Something new.
See if something new, because something new will come in, and then
And
You see,
how
I'm
they
not
do
good
it.
at that. I'm not good at checking my shit.
you don't have to check it. I'm
No,
just saying, I'm checking it because the store is updating. It's going, hey, here's something new you might like, or here's something new you might like. And they, like I said, if they release something that's exclusive, like okay, they have like rarity levels of the stuff you can buy in the store. So if it says common, it's going to be in the store probably again. If it says rare,
It's probably gonna be one.
uncommon, it'll be in there sometimes. You know,
And those are the shit that
legendary.
Holy shit.
The legendary outfits, those change when you buy them, right? So you buy them, and as you level them up with experience just by playing, they change as you level them up.
No way.
Yeah, so you can change different outfits. Like the one I'm working on right now, he's like electrified, and he has like a kimono mask on. Like it's pretty freaking cool. And he came with the season pass that I purchased, which I'm almost halfway done with, which means I'm gonna get all. Because if I would have bought everything in the season pass, it would have been $400 or $500 worth of cosmetic. If I bought everything, you're hearing the prices I'm saying. This skin's $15, right? So for $9.50, I got 3 skins, and one of them was legendary. So the legendary skin would have been $25 by itself. Those other 2 skins would have been $15 a piece, right? I got.
And you bought this pack,
and
and
I
it
bought
came
a
with
pack,
all
and it
that.
came with all of that.
Did you know what it was gonna come with?
Yeah, it tells you ahead of time
Oh,
because
that's
you
dope.
can because as you're playing, you're leveling it up, and it tells you if you decide to buy it, it'll give you everything that you've already gained up until that point in that season. So you don't have to buy it off the bat. I waited until I was like, there's 100 tiers, and I got to like tier like 15 before I was like, okay, I'll buy it.
That's pretty cool.
And then I bought it, and then I got everything it got with me, and then it gives you experience points, and then it gives you experience points that rub off on your friends if you play with your friends. So when you
Really?
guys squad up, yeah. So if you squad up and you have a battle pass, you give your friends a bonus multiplier,
Oh wow.
and the multiplier is shared. So if you play
And do they have to have that?
the battle pass to give the multiplier, not to
Okay.
receive it. So if you don't have
No,
the battle pass,
that's what I'm saying.
Okay, cool. So you can give it up. You can give it to us if we're in that same squad.
exactly. So
Cool.
you guys would get it from me. You guys
Yeah.
just wouldn't be giving me any additional
Yeah.
experience. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, but if you're 2 people with battle passes, then
Yeah.
you're just feeding off
Yeah,
each other.
exactly. You guys are both getting double instead. Oh, is it a?
Yeah, here, I got you. So, what about this? Since we have yet to do one, what if what if that's our first revisit?
Fortnite? I mean, yeah, guys. I mean, we would have to like set up some because I'm trying to win. I'm trying to get these dubs. Okay, so really quick.
So,
really,
so we'll do Castle Burn as the new game, and then a revisit to Fortnite. Because hearing all this stuff, like now I'm intrigued.
I'm telling you, I
Because
didn't know anything about it until I started.
because I didn't know that it was that deep. I didn't know that there was that much to it.
Okay, so they like to call wins dubs. Okay, they like to call it dubs, right? And people are constantly telling me like, oh no, it stands for W, and I'm like, no, it doesn't.
No, it does not.
It does not. Right?
Nerd.
Right? I'm like, no, it does not. I was like, dub actually stands. It says the term dub stands for what it means is to give an unofficial name or nickname to something. So they use the word dub to mean when the word dub means you give the word dub to something that means you get what I'm saying? Like that means it has nothing to do with it, and they were like, we're just gonna call it a dub. Because that's what the word is.
Yeah,
like I love this community and how dumb they are. I'm like, what? How would you guys thought of that?
The Fortnite paradox.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it
Dub.
is.
That's funny.
I'm telling you, man, it's fun.
We all
It's
wanna
fun.
get one, though, right?
I'm
It's
done.
fun. It's
I'll
fun.
get Fortnite. I'll play it. We should wait. We should give ourselves like maybe like 2 weeks for us to get into
Can
it.
we play on the same screen, like but separate?
No, well, it's because it's one. It's
No, like-
online,
like-
so
like
we're
you
all
really
in.
need
there.
your
Everybody's
screen.
in there at once.
So what I need?
So you need
I'm
your own
saying that I need
PlayStation.
Two different TVs.
You need your own PlayStation for us to play
consoles.
together. For us to play in the same
We'll
match.
take turns off the phone.
Yeah. Or no, you can play.
Or
it
you
and
can play
I'll-
on your phone. Yeah.
Yeah, you can also
You play on your phone. No, it's the exact same game because I think they built it on the phone.
Yeah, I think they probably did start
I
somewhere
can
like
see that.
Because
Did you
I could
guys,
actually
I don't
see
know if we talked about this last week, the Jason, was it Jason Voorhees or Michael Myers game?
Jason.
It's a Jason game.
oh, the
The online, it's also an online game.
yeah,
Yeah.
My friend was trying to get me into that. It's like a
Where one
like
person plays.
horror.
Yeah, one
Running from
person's
Jason.
Jason and everybody else are campers.
Yeah.
And like the point of the game is to, well, Jason has to kill
Oh,
everybody,
okay.
and
I
then
know
the
that.
campers
Or
have
they
to either.
Jason.
I think you have to fix the car and get the keys, and then you can to get out. You get to get in a helicopter and get out, and then you get to use the phone and call someone to come and get you.
Yeah, but-
and those are the 3 ways to win the game. And then there's one way to kill Jason, but it's supposed to be super complicated and complex
Yeah.
and shit. And like you need like a character from the movie
Yeah.
to come back to life in the game. So you need to go find his bones and bring him back to life. You need the mom's sweater. Like you need to be wearing Jason's mom's sweater.
Like it's all this like
Like it's all this
random-
crazy
Yeah.
shit, but it's an online game just like Fortnite, and it's a bunch of people playing there. And then apparently it's pretty cool. There's this one feature in the game where you, as you're getting close to someone, you can hear them in your mic. So if you're in the game map really far away from each other, you can't hear that person. But as you're getting closer, you can talk to each
Is
other.
that the same way that
So-
Fortnite works?
Jason, if Jason's coming at you and he's super far away, you can't hear what Jason's saying or the person playing Jason. So some people, what they'll do is they'll play music. So the guy playing Jason's playing music into the microphone. So as he's getting closer, you suddenly start hearing a fucking scary song, or you start hearing fucking.
I'm a Barbie girl.
Yeah, I'm a Barbie girl or something stupid. As Jason's coming at you, and so I'm a Barbie. Oh my god, Jason's good. I'm a Barbie
Oh
girl.
my god,
Right?
run!
Dude, yeah, this game, I was listening to some people play it, and it looks cool. It's also free.
Yeah, but
It was also
is it?
it was free when it came out, and then they monetized.
Okay, I was gonna
It's
say
sold- it's sold on the CD now
Yeah,
also.
because it's like $60.
I was
Yeah.
about to say, yeah, not no more.
No, that one didn't do a
It
Fortnite
was
did.
beta. Yeah, no,
Yeah, no,
Fortnite.
but that one was pretty dope.
Man.
I think if I was ever playing Jason, I would have to play the Jaws theme song.
Yeah,
Durner, Durner.
dude, that's funny. Apparently, one of the guys I was talking, was rating the game that I was listening to. He was all like, I was playing it, and some guy told me some guy was playing Jason, and I was one of the camper girls. And I was like, no, please don't kill me. And the guy just said, turn around, let me see that ass. So I just turned around and squatted. And he's like, cool, and he walked away.
I was all like,
Jason is supposed to be crazy because like he can teleport.
Yeah, he's supposed to be able to.
like-
He
like,
has
he's got all kinds of
supernatural
crazy
powers
shit.
in this game. If you fix the car and you get in it and put the keys, Jason's alerted and he can teleport to your location. He can rip the car
Instantly.
door out and rip you out of the car.
Instantly, and it doesn't matter where on the map he is.
Oh, and then apparently the controls for the car, once you're in there, because you're a young teenage camper, you don't know how to drive right yet, so the controls for the car are kind of weird. So you can't drive perfectly either when you get in the car.
so it's like,
Yeah, because you're a teenager, you don't really know how to drive. It's a pretty cool game.
It's crazy.
I have to holler at that, man. I don't know.
I'm down. I'm down to revisit Fortnite though.
I've never played, so I'm down to try it out.
Yeah.
We
Honest-
just bought Resident Evil 7 for the VR. That shit was awesome.
Honestly, like if we've got the chance, we should everybody bring their setups and we'll fucking throw down here. That way you can tell us what the fuck to do.
And we'll bring the VR so you guys can try Raw Data, his new game.
Yeah,
and then we
Raw
can get
Data's
down some Resident Evil 7 VR. That shit's scary.
I've seen videos
shit
for that
is
shit.
Scary, man. Like, I had to stop. I had to stop because I was getting dizzy in the VR, and I had to stop because that was too scary.
With raw data, the controls and that one, and the sights and stuff are really on point. It's really cool.
Damn. So what's up, guys? Anything else you want to talk about tonight?
What do you? Okay, so oh man, X isn't here, man. So we're
Yeah.
asking about that Elder Scrolls thing. Elder Scrolls Legends not coming to PS4.
Really?
Yeah, because of the crossplay ban.
Oh.
Yeah, so Bethesda's like, we're not gonna deal with it.
That sucks.
So the new Elder Scrolls, second most selling game for Bethesda, works. Not gonna be on PS4 because PS4 doesn't let them play with the Xbox, and they're saying they don't want to
Open up to that.
They don't want to push away their customers.
I think I actually posted a video up on why Sony doesn't want to do crossplay.
No, yeah, I completely
Up on the
understand
Facebook.
why they don't. Yeah, I can
Why?
Because it's just like you said, like they have the majority of gamers.
Yeah, they have the majority of gamers, which means that like more people are more apt to buy PS4s because their friends have PS4s.
Yeah.
So it's like since they own that much of the player base, they don't want to
Open it up
reward
to-
people for buying a Nintendo.
Yeah.
Oh,
or
you can play with your
Xbox.
friend who has a PS4 because you bought a Nintendo. No, that they don't want that. They're like, why am I gonna?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, basically the way that the stats add up is for every one Xbox sold, there's 9 PS4 systems sold.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really bad right now. Yeah, I almost got an Xbox too because of Killer Instinct when that dropped.
Oh,
So I
dude.
play fighting games, but
Honestly, like, thankfully I have an Xbox. Like, I want to pick that up again. That game is
Yeah,
so
it's free.
fucking awesome. No, well, they have a definitive edition.
yeah, but no, you don't have to get that one. I'm saying it's free though. You can download it for free.
Yeah, but you're only given Jago. Every character is $5, but if you buy the definitive, it's $40. You get the game, every character for all 3 seasons, a CD soundtrack, an HD arcade remake of Killer Instinct 1, Killer Instinct 2, and a 2.5-hour video of like the creation of Killer Instinct.
Or you could download the game and just play with the one character so you can get it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I meant, bro. You can play it still. It's just you can't play with the characters you want right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've never seen a game that's only Xbox exclusive that I would want the Xbox for.
That's my problem, man. That's my problem.
Yeah, well, the reason that we got one is because my wife is a huge Gears of War fan.
And that one's
So-
only available on Xbox.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Like, I want the Switch just because of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And I
Yeah.
know, like, there's no other game, honestly, right now telling me get the Switch. It's only Zelda, which is probably why I got a VR headset instead of the Switch.
they've
Oh, man,
they've
I
got
need to get a
games.
Switch.
I want a Switch, too.
Pokemon, Super Smash Brothers. I'm just
Now they have more.
I think we talked about
At
this
first,
last
I mean,
week,
honestly,
but-
I'd get it just because of Zelda.
That
Just for Zelda.
Zelda,
Almost did, man.
Smash.
Zelda's map is bigger than Skyrim's map. I
Yeah.
want to see that. I want to experience that.
Yeah,
On a big
fucking
screen.
Bayonetta 3. I mean, dude, they're coming out with a whole slew of games that I want.
Yeah, for that system, yeah. We were fucking with it though. The controllers are so tiny though.
Yeah,
So tiny.
yeah,
yeah.
but
Yeah. So guys, what's up? What's up? Next week, what are we doing again? We're gonna do this game,
Castle Burn.
Castle Burn. Have it
And
downloaded.
then
We'll
what
turn
in-
it on tomorrow.
and then what in 2 weeks?
Castle
Fortnite.
Burn in 2
Yeah,
weeks.
we'll-
We're gonna do a Fortnite
We're
together.
doing-
to get our shit together.
We can download it and then we shall hang out and play together.
I'm down.
And you could download it on your phone and send
Okay.
you guys my Epic name and whatnot, so we can add each other on there. Since you don't have, well, I mean, if you have a PlayStation account, you do.
I think I have.
I do. Yeah, you do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, so that means you can log in. You can link your
The PlayStation account that.
to that, so that I can add you and then like send you the ad.
I never tag my gamer tag, honestly, because I don't know it.
Oh no!
Blasphemy.
I don't know my gamer tag.
Fucking blasphemy.
I know my Twitter name.
My gamer tag is the same. It's always been past 11 years.
That's Mr. Perp 6. It's the same one.
Mr. Perp 6, huh? I wonder what he does for fun, guys.
It's because my favorite color's purple.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
But is that going to be it for tonight?
I think. Are we
I
done?
think so. I mean, is
We're ready
anybody
for
else want
game?
to talk about something else? Is this something
What's
else?
our time code at?
Right now we're sitting at an hour 24.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Last week was
good.
a 2 hour. I think last week I got spoiled a little.
All right, guys. Well, I guess we're going to be signing off here very soon. Please
For our
hit us up on our social networking platforms on Instagram, on the Facebook. Send us your questions if there are any games you want us to review, or if any questions or comments or concerns you may have. Again, it's Poppin' Locker. Hit me up, guys. 13th Power gmail.com.
Iron Business 01. Hit me up on PlayStation at Johan Dilworth. I'll put that up on the Facebook. Twitter is Discount Gamer. Facebook.
You can hit me up on Instagram at Graven11. That's GRAYVEN 11.
Hit me up on Twitter, Mr. Perp 6, and obviously on PlayStation, Mr. Perp 6.
Now that he knows his game.
Now that I know my gamer tag.
But
I don't think I know mine. I think I need to figure that out.
it's terrible. But guys, thank you all for coming out. As always, it's been a pleasure. Let us know what you think. Like Jay said, any questions, comments, concerns. And we will see you guys next week.